We should figure out where we want to head over to next as well, because we're not going to be able to stay into Lonelands the whole time, and we have a couple of options of areas we could go into. It is something I potentially wanted to poll, actually, is ideas for where we could potentially go next. Because, let's have a look. Auto drive mode in MMORPGs is cool. Yeah, exactly. It's so cool. I can just turn it on. Bree, Lonelands. So North Downs is somewhere we could go at level 30 or 35. We kind of have the option between like the like Evendim or the Troll Shores. But yeah, we'll have to go to the North Downs in here. We'll just jump around, do some different things, I think.
How can I be of service?
Yeah, if anyone has any suggestions, I definitely will take that into account.
Would you do something for
Deputy, me? Okay. We might be able to turn some of these in. Broken wood maces, yes. Blackened furs, yes. Blackened skins, yes. Blackened sword sheaths, yes. And broken, I already did that one. Let's go inside. Always good to turn your class quests before selling.
How can I be of service?
Your task quests, sorry, not class.
I'm sorry. Did you need something?
This is alright.
You leave me to
Get a lot of rep from this. Where are you from, country-wise? I'm from Victoria, Australia, down under. Blackened sword sheath. Sweet. Yes, streaming from down under with not the greatest of the internets and the interwebs, so I do apologize if the stream is a bit sort of low quality at points. I find if I'm running around a lot, my bitrate is really bad, so it goes a bit bad quality every now and then. But we are streaming at the max we can, at the best we can down here with what we are dealing with. The Caled of our... yeah. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Alright. Fate. Fate. Ooh. That's pretty good. I might actually go with that. We get a lot more might from what we have, though. I don't think it's worth it yet. Hellbird, we already know that. Already know that. Ooh, this one, though. 7 Fate, yeah. That is the way to go.
Greetings, friend.
Might armor.
Can't you leave me to my misery?
Ooh. Oh, we just got a helmet, though. I don't know if that's better, because I don't know how good armor actually is. I think we just go with that crafted gear for now. Yeah, even though that one is good. Shoulder pads. Yeah, look, we'll just get these in case, but... Ooh, level up. 24. Level 24.
I'm sorry, did you need
Weaponsmith.
something?
Yeah, we want to just try to get rolls on the good
I'm
one.
sorry.
If I speak with a
Did you need
member
something?
collective. Oh, Kenneth is a good man who's been taken a chance by giving us his word that you can be trusted. Okay.
It's a sorry day. I'm sorry to trouble you, but will you help me?
Kayla, I heard you still finding new insects like the Australian big boy. Yeah, that's me. The Australian big boy. Found a new one yesterday in my boot. Nice. I think someone was talking about that yesterday. About the stick insects, the larger stick insects. I think we recently had a new one discovered, like the huge stick insect the size of like your arm. From Germany. Cool. Yeah, awesome. Yeah, we got to get a lot of people from all around in here. Some, a lot of people from the EU, some people from the US, and yeah. Talk to Radagast the Brown in his tower and Ost Guruth. You've been patient. You must understand, we are a solitary people who hold our friends dear to us and protect them as we can. Radagast is such a friend, and here at the behest of our leader to aid us with a terror emerging from a long slumber. He has taken residence in the ruins of Ost Guruth, the place we call home. You are welcome to make the journey to the east. The ruin is north of the Great East Road, before the road snakes between the northern and southern swamp. Seek Radagast within the tower. Perhaps there is a way that you can aid him, as he will surely aid you. Australian Big Boy is a real name for a spy. Is it? Australian Big Boy. I haven't heard of Australian Big Boy before. That's just what we call like your best bro. Daddy Longlegs maybe, yeah. Australian Big Boy. Boy spider. Now I'm intrigued. The big boy spider. Oh, is it a funnel web spider? Okay. Big boy spider. It's like one of the smallest spiders we have here. It's like the small little scary funnel webs. They look scary. They look like shelob, like miniature shelobs.
Can't you leave me to my misery?
All right.
I'm sorry. Did you need something?
It's a tarantula funnel web, yeah. I feel like someone outside of Australia must have given it that name. That doesn't sound like a very Australian name to give it to themselves. We don't call things Australian you know? If we do, we call it Aussie. The Aussie big boy.
I'm sorry. Did you need something? I'm sure it will do no good, but may I speak with you? I don't know if you can help me.
What's your need? Woe be me.
Oh, we can use that. We're not really getting amazing gear.
I'm sure it will do no good. But may I speak with
I
you?
mean, we sometimes do have to put Australian because other places have those names for different things. True, yeah. We don't call it the Aussie magpie. Yeah, no, that is a good point. So is that implying that there's big boys elsewhere? Is that what you're implying? Because I'm pretty sure there's only big boys in Australia. So the name Australian Big Boy, it shouldn't be used like that because I don't know of any big boys elsewhere.
Can't you leave me to my misery? It's a sorry day.
Oh, gotta like task them. We're getting so
Did you
many
need
things done.
something?
Bam, bam, bam.
It's a sorry day.
XP, XP.
Woe to me.
We leveled up. We're nearly leveled up
Might you
again.
take a moment of your time?
Okay. Alright. Do we have anything else in here? Maybe down here? I think with the... its other name is Newcastle Funnel Web. Ah! Australian land down under, or how I call it, God's experimental site. Yeah. Exactly. We are all a massive experiment down here. But look, that's why you watch. You get to watch the experiment at work. You get to see the weird, crazy things that the experiment puts itself through. Like making itself play hardcore Lord of the Rings online. You get to watch the guinea pig, you know, at work. Alright, we need to sell some stuff because we don't have much space. That makes more sense here. Funnel whip, yeah. Should I open our weapon case? Ooh, one-handed axe. Two-handed sword! Yes! Oh! We got the recipe. Oh, that's so good. Yes! Beautiful. I can't believe we actually got that. Rush. You erupted into a sprint gaining... Ah. Cool. Now, I think we actually unlocked before a new... Yes, look. We unlocked our Goblin Slayer, so we can now slot in Bake a Honey Cake, which lets us bake some cakes, which we... Let's have a look. Look at that. It gives us 5 minutes of combat regen. That is awesome. It's a really cool little Beyonding thing. You unlock like a thing, you can bake honey cake and just eat it whenever you want. Alright, let's sell some things and then we can make our way
What do you
onwards.
How may I help you?
Comment and below. Alright. We'll sell these. We don't need them at low level now. Not like the humans, more like the animals eating insects and reptiles. It's like, where do I drop off all this venomous and dangerous creatures? Australia seems fine. Yeah. Legit. You do. It does make you wonder why we have so many dangerous animals down here, but I don't know. There are a lot of places in the world that have just as dangerous situations as us, just in different forms. It scares me to think of areas that have big, you know, like mountain lions and that sort of thing, you know, and like big cats. Like, we don't have anything like that at all. Apart from like Tassie devils, and they are not around at all. And drop bears. We have a few panthers too in the hills. Ah. Yeah. I see you're a conspiracy theorist. Yep, there are some secret panthers hidden in the woods as well. You have kangaroos. Yeah, but kangaroos aren't like aggressive. Kangaroos are like cows or horses. They can be, well, not really. Like, they can be aggressive, like more aggressive, but like most injuries from just like being kicked, you know, in the same way as with like a horse or a cow. But they will have a go at you if you're in their face. Not as bad as turkeys. Am I right? I always think that whenever you grow up, you get used to whether it be a bear or poisonous spiders, that you learn to live with them. Yeah, exactly. And that's kind of what I mean. Like we may have a lot of scary stuff down here, but my fears are more like, I still hate snakes. I don't mind spiders too much. The venomous spiders, I hate those for sure because they're dangerous. But yeah, definitely would find it uncomfortable being in an area that had other predators and stuff around, and not being used to that. Just as I'm sure other people would not be used to having snakes and stuff around all the time. You just wouldn't want to walk anywhere, you know? Yeah. You just live with the environment. You wear long pants. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Yeah, you learn how to be safe around that. That's one of those things as like a kid that, you know, yeah, scary as an adult, but yeah, you get taught that when you're younger, you know. Be loud in the bushes, make lots of noise, stamp around. They're a lot more afraid of you than you are of them. That is for sure. There are some more aggressive snakes out here, but it's not as common at all. There's only a couple of breeds of aggressive snakes that are like common, like tiger snakes. All right, we have got a clear inventory. I think the other day we were talking about Australian and like environment. We were talking about how like the lone lands, like this environment is very Australian, honestly. But we've seen in the history that Australia lost a war to emus, so what if they were bears? Yeah. The big emu wars, yeah. It was the megafauna. The megafauna is the concept of the huge animals that lived in Australia long, you know, ago, and essentially the native, like Aboriginals, the indigenous people of Australia, hunted them to extinction. These huge kangaroos and huge emus and huge wombats which are just like, wombats are just kind of small bears anyway, really. They dig burrows. They're not very aggressive at all. They're quite small, but a huge wombat is just pretty much like a huge black bear. Only recently, the 4 common snakes in the area were in fact in the top 10 venomous. Yeah. True. Oh, up on the hills. Oh god, yeah. Well, it really depends on the snake as well. Some are like dangerous because they'll bite you multiple times. Others are venomous, but they only bite, like, latch once, so it's very unlikely that you're actually going to get, you know, like enough venom in you to make it really bad. Or, you know, obviously you got to get to hospital and stuff though. But I think the amount of deaths by a snake is like very, very small. Anti-venom has come a long way in Australia. You'd hope, right? China lost 2 sparrows and they lost millions of lives. Oh god, yeah. True. There was an emu wars in the 1930s. Yeah, true, you're right actually. Now I think about it, there was an actual, like, wasn't there, like, with muskets and all that, they were confronted by a horde of emus. So we have to go up here now, I think. Yeah, we do. Let's make our way. Ours are so unsafe because the venom works uniquely to the whole world. Yeah. Yep. I don't remember the exact differences, but... Isn't it like the... I don't even remember. Think about it. But with... Not with muskets, with machine... Yeah, yeah, true. Yeah, good point. I just imagine, you know, in the 1930s, everyone around with muskets. Especially in Australia. Trying to cull the emu population, they failed, so we lost the emu. Ah, okay. Other snakes you can move around, but you have to sit still. Yeah, yep. And I remember, because there used to be a whole thing of, oh, just tie up your leg and you'll be fine. You know, like above the bite. Like that was always the thing. If you get bit, you put your belt around your leg, that sort of thing. Apparently that's not safe anymore. Like, I mean, because I think, like, because what you're saying, Poison, like, it's just about moving. It's about if you move, it pushes the venom through your body. So it's better just stay completely still and get someone to come to you. If you belt up your leg and try to walk, it's not going to make a difference. Lots of machine guns, well, yeah, true. You can freak out or you'll die very quickly, yeah. God, this is all very lovely chat we're having. Bitten by snakes. One of you guys wouldn't mind if I moved up, like, to Germany or, like, Poland or, like, Norway or anything, right? You wouldn't mind? I'm having second guess.
Could I take a moment of your time?
I'll just keep playing LOTRO in the safety of my house.
This is intolerable. Will you let me speak my piece? Stay and hear me out. I'll not
Collect
be
statues. Got to do a heap of things here.
ignored. I do not ask much.
Look
of
at all
you.
that.
Woe to me. Can't you leave me to my
Cool.
misery?
Alright, let's go in. Everyone got farmland and the emu's eating all the crops these days. Ooh, these guys are harder as well over here. Do we want to go through just normally? MMOs always make me think, why can no one do anything for themselves? Yeah. Because you've got to be the main character, you know? You've got to do everything. I skipped the camp lots. Yeah, it is common skip. I came to Lowlands a little bit early, so I think it might be necessary to do. They're all level 24, so I think we are actually going to have to do them. But we don't need to kill these guys. Or do we? Our greatest find. Yeah, it's just this one. Let's try to fight him and see how we go though. This is a harder guy and he's level 25. He's a level higher than us. Damn, he does a lot of damage to us. I wouldn't mind. It's been Poland and Germany. You're near the fascist party take over the next election, and you're near Russia and Ukraine. Yeah, it's PvP up there. I know the other day Dante we've got in the stream. It's been through a couple of times. Just from Poland was saying that we're joking around about that the other day. How like we have a lot of PvE down here. You guys don't have as much PvE up there, so you've all got to PvP each other. You need some more things in the environment to fight against, you know, like down here. It would make everything better. Work together fighting the armies of emus or, you know, just imagine. I don't actually think we can go through here. Those guys are too high level, they're all dense. I think we need to go around. So I don't even really want to be up here. Yeah, I'll just go around. Sure, there's enough emus to shoot. Yeah. Oh, emus are funny. Go around. Yeah, I think so too. If everyone was so chill as Australia, then there'll be no war. Yeah, yeah. We've just got so much PvE going on that we're all got to team up. We still haven't won. You know, with the kangaroos are still like 25 to 10. You know, something like that. Our win-loss ratio is really bad. Yeah, so this area all in here is really it's really hardcore. There's all these like I don't even know what to call them. They're kind of like elite mobs. But we want to go down here to the spiders. And there's the spider trench, yeah. Well, that's where we're going in, to the spider trench. Sadly. Honestly, I feel like the best thing we can do in this area is make sure we pick everything up. Because it is so annoying coming through here and missing like one treasure, and then you're running around the whole area trying to figure out where that treasure is. Australians have a good standing in Germany because of Daniel Honey Badger Ricardo. Who's that? Yeah, true. Race car driver. The Honey Badger. doing pretty good. Now, someone on the YouTube the other day asked a bit about picking a new class in Lord of the Rings Online. Just what sort of my suggestion was for a new class to play. I did, and I thought I kind of would talk about that a bit because, yeah, I think about that a lot. I've thought about picking classes a lot of different times on multiple different characters. And I think I was saying to them about how, honestly, like, just pick what you're going to find the most fun. You know, that's the obvious choice, right? You're going to have, if you're going to have the most fun with the class, pick that class because you enjoy it the most. But figuring that out, I think, start really simple. There's a lot of real basic classes in LOTRO. You know, you have like the champion, which is essentially like a basic warrior class, very simple damage dealer. If that's what you're into, then go for that. If you want something a bit more different and unique, there's a lot of classes that kind of veer off from those things. Like the captain is a sort of a melee warrior class, but you have a follower, you have a herald that follows you around, buffs your party, buffs you, that sort of thing. You have like the warden, which uses combos and this sort of thing, and ranged and melee. You have like the guardian, which is like a more defensive version of the champion. So I'd suggest starting there. Like, you know, if you like more magic orientated things, have a look at like the Lawmaster and the Runekeeper and the Minstrel. They're all similar but completely different. You know, there's likely a class there for you. If you like something a bit more complicated, there's classes that have more complicated aspects to them. And yeah, if you like classes that are simple, there's classes that are simple as well. But most of the classes all have viable specs for healing, damage, and tanking. They're all very open. Recently, over the last couple of years, a lot of the classes have gotten revamps in that way. For example, Minstrels, you can play very effectively as a solo damage dealer. You can go through the whole game. They're quite effective, actually. You can sort of level more in an offensive way rather than leveling as a healer or that sort of thing. So yeah, there's been a lot of good updates with that. So find something that you sort of enjoy the style of and that connects with you and go with that. You'll have the most fun with just playing something you like the look of. I always like to sort of focus on what weapons I want to use, you know. If I want to be a staff wielder, you know, well, I'll pick like Lawmaster. If I want to be a magic dealer, but I don't really care about what weapons I'm using and I want to be more like destructive, Runemaster, you know. A lot of good options in LOTRO. Some really out there ones as well, like the Brawler, who I've personally never played before. The Mariner, which is a new one, which is like a sort of spellcaster in a lot of ways. And with a lot more complicated sort of things going on. I really enjoy the Warden. It's a really complicated class, but I really enjoy it because it's complicated. And that class essentially uses like a combo system. So you have 3 different skills that they're color coded. There's like a red, a yellow, and a green one. And you combine those skills together. You go like red, green, yellow, yellow, and then you use a skill that caches in those skills, and it casts a different skill depending on what combination of those colors you've put in. So it sounds a bit techie, and it kind of is. It's a bit like a lot to deal with, but it's a lot of fun because you essentially have more skills than any other class, but they're hidden within these combos. Forgot to follow. Yeah, appreciate the follow, Brattle. Really appreciate it. Or Brattle? Brattle? I'm gonna regardless say that with an accent if that helps. Brattle? Got an instance of shared. You have. We've got 200 species. Oh, like 200,000 species, and you guys have 62,000. Oh, that's a lot. Just thinking about that, like, that is a lot. Bratel. Oh, as it, yeah. As in we. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, when you said we, I was like, I just read that wrong. Yeah, we've got a lot of discovery to do. Geez, the collection log for insects down here is... There's a lot of room there. Come on down and start a insect discovery business. Well, you go to Angmar, it would be cool to play through North Downs to get to there. Yeah, that would be cool. I definitely will go to Angmar, I think. I shouldn't look right now, but I can have a look. I think Angmar's level 40. We need to kill... Nah, I'm more of a history person. Fair enough. You can tell our histories then. Oh. It's dicey down here in the spider pits. I feel like history enthusiasts gravitate towards Lord of the Rings, yeah. Definitely. Well, Tolkien was one of the greatest lovers of history, so it makes a lot of sense. And creating mythology out of history, you know, not just history. It wasn't really that. He was more of something other than that. He was yeah. Yeah, one theory is that ring symbolizes the atom bomb. Yeah, there's a lot of theories like that. I think it like, and like a lot of people say that the theory is that it represented technology as a whole, you know, which I think is the most likely cause, or that was aspects of technology that were inspiration for Tolkien, you know, where the world was going. And I think the atom bomb is like within that technology and the growth of technology. Here we are playing Lord of the Rings Online. Forgive me, Tolkien. Okay. Now, I've already gotten a bit lost because I've just been talking. The whole point, I remember I said, we've got to make sure we find all the things. Yeah, I'm lost. I think down... Yeah. What time is it in Australia? It is 9:45. Thereabouts. In the night time. I've never thought of about that, but I wonder what he'd think of LOTRO. He did sell the movie rights while he was alive, so he couldn't hate it completely. Yeah, I think like he came to accept that. You know, it was definitely like there's things of him saying, you know, like essentially that he would hate there to be a movie adaptation and stuff, but I think he kind of came to terms with that that's how the world was changing, and like interestingly enough is that's what Lord of the Rings is all about. It's about like elves accepting that the age is coming to a change, you know. Of course he would accept that as well. Like I think, yeah, you know, the ring is technology and that, but that doesn't mean he's not accepting that. The whole story is about the world going through that age, the elves accepting that the age has passed and the age of men has come, and you know, it's like, yeah, I think part of him is accepting that that is what the world has become as well. Tolkien definitely sees himself as an elf in the world. Rather than us mortals. We have 1348. He was called by his mother an elf. Oh, okay, yeah, true. Oh, that's cute. It's like accepting it but being sad about it too. Exactly, yeah. I think he was just always like holding on to that. I think a lot of people like see Tolkien talk about that and are like, oh, he hates technology and he'd be rolling in his grave if he knew what was happening. But he totally accepted that. Like that's the whole point. You can accept something's changed and still not like it, you know. So we have to find a thing down here, and let's jump out there. Did you know Elrond's mother-in-law is Galadriel? Yes. Elrond's mother-in-law, yes. Wait. Yeah. That whole stuff confused, and with Arwen and all that as well. Well, Arwen is Galadriel's granddaughter, right? Yeah. Just doing that like family tree thing in my head. It's just breaking. Like, yeah, I love that. Found that so weird with like the Rings of Power show. I just found like the whole. I feel like they just didn't even realize that when they were making it or something. I don't know. Just seems like the setting with like just Galadriel and Elrond is just really strange. Like they just are constantly ignoring that fact that they are related. Saragorn marries Galadriel's granddaughter. Yes. Exactly. Oh, there's one more thing down there. Where's the guy we have to kill? Nishrak. Is it up here? The goblin leader. Ah, it is. Okay. We gotta go in. Well, here we go. Well, Galadriel is supposed to be married in the time the Rings of Power is set in, but there's no husband to be seen. Yes. Yeah, he's meant to be alive still, right? When that is set. I think her daughter should be alive already. Yeah, because I think her husband, partner, dies very shortly after that. The setting of the Rings of Power. Her daughter should be alive already. Yeah. He marries Elrond. Yeah. Which is so weird to think. Like, I just... Within the world of that show, like, those two characters... To think, like... Yeah. Her daughter marries Elrond. Like, how weird. They're both, like, so... Like, childhood sort of sweethearts in the show. It's almost... I just really wonder, like, what their... Where that came from. Like, whether they genuinely didn't realise. Like, because I wouldn't be surprised. I don't know. He's alive in Lord of the Rings. Oh, is he? Okay. Oh, Celebrimbor. No, Celeborn. Celeborn, yeah. I said like 5. I said like 3 different names. I remember Celeborn because it's like silver. Just my middle name. They do slaughter, yeah. Look, it's visually fun to watch. But that's about it. And even then you might have to close your eyes at some point. Yeah, he's the guy who greets the group for us. That was a Galadriel site. Yeah, yeah. Where is Gandalf? His name's Celeborn. Yeah, yeah, it's the same. Yep, Celeborn. Or Celeborn. You say Celeborn, I think, right? Like you would Celebrimbor. Caleb. Silver, yeah, which... Caleb means silver in Elvish. C-L-E-B. Yeah, with the K. Calibrim, yeah. And that's why I confuse it, because I say it with the C instead. But it's with the K, isn't it? Like all those names like that. Which is funny. My middle name is Caleb. But my dad wanted it to be Caleb, spelt C-E-L-E-B. But I think when they were pronouncing it, they just put it in as Caleb because it sounds like Caleb, because you say it with that K. I was going to say it's not silver. Is it not silver, Caleb? There is multiple Elvish languages as well. I always thought it was silver. Oh, my middle name. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's Caleb, C-A-L-E-B, but it makes a lot of sense, I think, as it was pronounced. It was like, yes, I want it to be Caleb. Don't worry about the spelling. And then yeah. Alright, so we've got to make our way up in here and kill one dude. We're risking it all right now. We're risking it for the biscuit. Celebi Silva and Quenya. Okay, yeah, which I don't think is the language they would actually speak, though, is it? Because Quenya is like the common tongue, or the more common tongue. Maybe, okay. Good luck with the boss. Yes, thank you. I've got the Eye of Sauron thing just popped up and it scared the shit out of me. Caleb, my instant thought was Caleb, like you said before. Caleb, is that from Elden Ring? Rings a bell. From Elden, yeah, true. I haven't played through Elden Ring enough to truly know, but I thought that rang a bell. Just such a big game. The red zone. Oh yes, of course. There is the red zone. I have been to Caled. Yeah, God. God, I hate that place. Nightmare. Red sand. I see why you called it Australia then. That makes a lot more sense. Alright. Boss time? Let's go. Lord of the Rings 11. Thank you for the follow. The number 11. Hello, Matt. Absolutely love your stream. Connect your. Oh, okay, true. He love you. I think that was just a bot. Just quickly time it up. Just in case. Alright. Let's do this. Alright, we're going to heal. We're going to put on our Ferocious Roar buff. That's going to give us a heap of things. We want to look out for when he gets that buff, and then we can get rid of it. Use our other heal as well. Ooh. Does a lot of damage to us there. Alright, we use that thing on him, get rid of... Oh, no, I think he just used it. Damn it. Okay. Oh, I didn't mean to change to human form. Ooh. Oh. Interrupt. Alright, get rid of his curse. Nice. Destroyed. Let's get out of here. Yeah, but George needs to finish the Song of Ice and Fire because the TV show's ending was so shit. Oh, tell me about it. Tell me about it. I was actually thinking of going back and watching the originals. Like the original first season. I just love those first seasons of Game of Thrones so much. It's just a lot of fun. Still holding out, hoping that, yeah, Song of Ice and Fire will be finished. I'm positive the Winds of Water will come out one day. Yeah. I don't know if I really have a perspective on it because I'm not much of a enjoyer of the books of Game of Thrones. As much as I respect them, I haven't had the patience to get through them. Did you watch the Rohan anime movie? If it is released, I don't know if it's out yet. I think it is out. It kind of flew under the radar a bit. Can't remember exactly why. I think so. Yeah. I think I just flew under the radar because it just did kind of average. But I think that's all you can kind of ask for something like that. Like, I just don't think it was very Lord of the Rings, like Lord of the Rings. You know, it was like, I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, for sure. Like, enjoy it. I think as on its own, it's still really good as well. Like, it's an anime though. So it's quite just a different vibe that I think a lot of people are used to. But no way, don't let anyone ruin that. Find it on a streaming site. Wasn't it on was it a Netflix thing that they did, or? I'm a big anime movie fan. Yeah, 100%, you'll love it then. I think it was just like, which is absurd, the expectation of like, oh, this is going to be some unique Lord of the Rings thing, and people go into expecting that and then they get an anime. It's like, it was advertised as that. Everyone knew that's what it was going to be. If you're not interested in that, which personally I'm not as interested in, then that's fine. But it's, you know, it's not for me. It's refreshing having a female lead. Yeah, for sure. I think the Rohirrim have some of the most sort of best written and great female characters in the movies. I kind of love that how in the movies they had to use so many female stunts people for, I guess, horse riders, because there wasn't enough men to just do it, obviously, and there's so many of them they needed. I love that, like, it kind of became part of the lore that, like, so many of these Rohirrim are all female because they had to do that in the movies. And it kind of just makes me think, like, it probably is like that in the real world, you know? Imagine a lot of Rohirrim, the Rohan people would want to go out and war. Become Rohirrim. They planned an animated show or an actual TV show where the first Targaryen comes to Westeros to conquer it. Oh, the new, The new Game of Thrones TV show. Yeah, there's like 2 seasons of that out, right? I can't remember the name off the top of my head. I know Alette will probably remember. Yeah, Aegon the Conqueror. Right. They're all called Aegon. I assume that one's called Aegon the Conqueror, though, thinking that he conquered Westeros. Yeah. What was that? What's the show called? It was really good. Not House of the Dragon. Oh, that's another story. They're doing a new one. Okay, because that was so good. I think them pushing to tell other stories like that, amazing. Oh, Eglin treasure done. One more corpse to burn. Where is it? Just here? Yes! Would be interested to see that new one. Yeah, that sounds cool. I don't know about animated though. I don't get the point of like making like it's just if it's a short like film or movie, sure, but it's like people like Game of Thrones because it's Game of Thrones. Like, I don't know. Oh shit. I'm not sure how many dudes are following me right now, but I can use this. Run away! Oh, that's so cool. 6 seconds of movement speed. House of the Dragon is the story how they lost the dragons during a civil war where the Targaryen bloodline is nearly annihilated. Yeah, true. Yep. Oh, I really enjoyed House of the Dragon. Not sure if they are going through with that one about Aegon the Conqueror. Gotta go this way. Next is about Dunk an egg. Oh, one of the other Targaryen knights. I love fantasy combined with animation because if it's not real, wouldn't it ways you express interest? That's a very good point, and I think he's one of the best arguments for animation, that sort of thing, that I really agree with. You can pull off a lot more. You can do some really awesome stuff. That is very true. But I find dark fantasy though, like, I love it in a live action setting, you know? I'm a big fan of live action in that way. I just love to see like the behind the scenes of all of the, you know, like stunt work and that sort of stuff that's done. That has to be done. You know, you have to do some really out there things to get the job done. It's like a lot more problem solving, I feel like. It is confirmed that it's in production. That's cool. Yeah, I've got a way to go for anime, horror, / dark. Yeah. There's some really good examples out there, like you're saying, of some really, you know, good classic sort of ones like that. I just find like the like War of the Rohirrim, for example, I would have loved to see that animated, but in an anime style, like Japanese anime. I don't know. I'm just like, what's the point? Like, can't we pull off something like really unique just through different means of animation, like a different style. It like obviously doesn't fit the world, you know. It's not an Eastern world. Alright. We are back. Yep. I'm gonna enjoy what you can. I think, you know, more as time goes on with all new re-releases of movies and games and TV shows and all this, it's very easy to kind of feel like attached to the one you grew up on and loved and hate all the others. But I think part of sort of life and learning to, you know, yeah, like love all those things is that you've just got to experience the ones you like, you know, rather than expecting all the ones for you to enjoy. We live in a world where there's so much content being made now for things that there's going to be things that aren't for you, you know? And that doesn't mean that there's those things that are for you, you know? The hero returns from the spider trench. Yes, back in the tavern in front of the lovely fire.
I'm sorry. Did you need something?
Did we get any sapphires? Did we? Because we need that for this new sword. We need a sapphire shard. You said dark fantasy. I'm having high hopes for the yeah 40k live act. Oh, exactly. That's going to be awesome. And that's the thing as well is I can imagine an animated Warhammer 40k TV show. Like, sure, I can imagine that. But like trying to visualize and imagine it live action is so much harder, and I love that. I think like that's what's exciting about that is like from a developer perspective of seeing like a project like that and how do we pull that off live action. With, you know, costumes and armor and like, you know, all the cool, you know, the miniatures and stuff that they could make for that. Animation's cool as well, but I want to see artists work, you know, in different ways. But yeah, animation's got a different vibe about it as well. Just as much hard work goes into that, if not more. Because animating takes forever.
My misery.
Weaponsmith, alright.
I'm sure it will do no good, but may I speak with you?
And they got our favourite nerd in The Witcher for the show. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Henry Cavill's got this. Got it in the bag. I found it a real shame what happened with The Witcher. That was a real shame, honestly. I don't think people talk about that enough. Horrible for us viewers and horrible for everyone there working on it as well. Alright. We can probably head out, I think. You're right, both have their own artistic merit. Just look at the behind the scenes for the Lord of the Rings movies. Yeah, exactly. Look, and I'm not saying that like animation is like easier or some shit. Like, if not, animation is harder to do, honestly, like, because there's a lot more finicky work in it. But I just like to see all the problem solving that happens around live action movies. Animated movies definitely have a lot more of a template that can be followed to work on. There's some fundamental things there. But in other ways, there's always going to be people that do really interesting sort of animation things. But not a lot of the time they have to give themselves that limitation. Like an example is like Love, Death, Robots, that show that's like animated. Every episode's animated by different animators. they're all really kind of unique concepts, and they're a bit interesting, you know. But yeah, a lot of times to take it to live action, it's all animated anyway, you know, it's all storyboarded, and then they're just taking that and trying to figure out how do we like turn actual actors into this. There are many animated short film movies and series of Warhammer. Yeah, there is, exactly. There's a lot of, and some really good fan created secret level. Oh yeah, 100%. Like an amazing like content. But yeah, it'll be so cool to see that done in like I just imagine seeing that like a 40k show, and the first like 5 minutes of it just looks like it's secret level. It looks like it's all, you know, just animated, and then the dude takes off his helmet and it's just a guy in there. Like, oof. Oh, just enough. I also feel like to get Warhammer 40k right live action, they have to do a lot of animation over the top. Like, it needs to be like a lot of like gritty animation over the top of it, make it a bit unique and out there.
Woe to me.
Oh, that's a good cape. And we just leveled up. Might cape. Oh yeah.
What is this world coming?
I like went in a full circle, went back to the Forsaken Inn before realizing that I should come back here. It's getting later, and I'm starting to get forgetful. Yes, we are getting so many quests done here.
Coming to.
Ooh, Shadow Weaver, Eye Cutter. Whoa. Medium heavy. Righteous recovery. We'll pick all these up.
Peace? Will you let me speak my piece? I'll not be ignored. I do not ask.
Ooh, Destination North Downs. Unlocked. Lovely. And where are we at? Because we might... wonder if it's worth going up to the North Downs or doing some other things before we end the stream today. We've still got a while longer to go, but I was just thinking about some things. Yeah, we'll probably stream for another, like, just under an hour. Yes, we'll be having a new YouTube video will be coming out tonight from our last stream. So it'll be coming out tonight, and then tomorrow the last episode of that will be out, and then we'll be onto a regular schedule with releasing these. Yeah, if anyone's hanging out today and really enjoyed it and missed out on the last stream, go check out that video that will be up later tonight in a couple of hours. Done like a little intro at the start of it, done some little fun editing there. Not super edited, really just kind of spliced up the stream and added a bit of things there. Make it palatable and easy to, follow along. But we're going to be getting in a better schedule with that, so that those episodes should be coming up the day after a stream. So, yeah, in the future, today's stream would be coming out tomorrow, essentially. Ooh, rich iron. We're up to rich iron. The Space Marines are not the problem in this show. The problem I see is how do you want to portray a Chaos Space Marine or a Tor or... Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Okay. I missed all the streams, just found out your YouTube shorts. Oh, cool, through the shorts. Awesome. I'm glad, because like we've been putting out some shorts to get a bit of traction as well, get some people in that might be interested in watching. But yeah. The flute one? Yeah, the series is kind of getting more interesting as we go on. There's 5 episodes out on YouTube at the moment. And we're cutting them up into about 2-hour videos. I thought I could cut them smaller, but I don't want to cut it up too much. I feel like cutting a stream in half is good enough. I don't want to be annoying with videos, but I feel like 2 hours is a good amount to make it easy to keep, you know, up to date with where you are and that sort of thing. And there's a playlist there as well that's got them all in there. Should actually remember to look out for rich iron now. Exciting. You sure it was the explanation? Oh yeah, okay, yep. Cool, yeah. Because I'm glad, because I kind of put out that short just to talk about the stream and that and advertise it a bit. So I'm glad. It's good to hear. Yeah, we do this sort of 3 times a week at the moment, basically. We stream the same time every day that we do stream. If I'm not online one night, I'm likely going to be up online the next. But we are... Yeah, we stream 9 AM UTC time and 9 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time. 7 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time. I don't know what. 9 AM UTC, 7 PM Australian. Saw that short and then you're live. Yeah, fair enough, and that's why we have the YouTube stream there as well, you know. YouTube's great because then I can save all the VODs, the recordings of the stream, that go straight to YouTube and that's permanently there, which is awesome. But yeah, it's also to, yeah, bring in people that aren't really on Twitch that much. And yeah, a lot of people enjoy YouTube player a lot more. Just... Sorry about that. Gotta do some manual bot banning. Why don't you remove that message from the chat? Boom! Exactly. I'm onto it. Because they always say remove the space. Yeah, I know, right? Why don't you remove that space from your face? It's right though, helps the analytics. I don't care. It's hilarious. It's kind of just funny. Bots coming in and posting stuff. Like, feel sorry for the people that get got by it though. That's why you got to get it out of the stream as quickly as possible. Don't want that there. Everyone was scared about AI that would take over the world like in Terminator, but we got the corn bots, the fake news bots, the fascist bots, and so many other sorts, but no Terminator. Yeah. That is so true, Bradle. Yeah, I love like the dead internet theory, which is just that. Well, I don't love it, but the concept of it is just wild. Is that the internet is primarily run by bots now, you know, like AI pages and bots that just run Facebook pages and this and that and just constantly post content, that the majority of the internet is just bots all talking to bots. I think it's very true. I think over time people will find more value in face-to-face communication, and the internet will become a thing of the past. Honestly, I think once AI kind of fully gets its grips on the internet, there's going to be no point for people to consume the internet because they'll have AI as a means to communicate to it through. Once that happens, I think we'll probably backtrack a bit, you know? In a good way. Yeah, the face-to-face communication died in Germany since COVID. Yeah, it's everywhere. It's sent ripples through society. Yeah, it's kind of wild how long ago that all was, and how it's still just as much had an effect and is still in effect as it was. It's the way everything works. How businesses run, like they always open at night anymore, and yeah, it's a shame that it really is. And that's what I think as well. I think people will see that there is a lot more value in face-to-face communication, and the internet is kind of falling in on itself. Yeah, people are going to see that as a cure. Which would be great to find comfort in face-to-face communication. But it is really hard. COVID's really thrown that all over us. Double circle. Kill a boss, we don't. Well, we are getting through these quests pretty well. I reckon we'll probably finish off these quests and then do a bit of wandering around. Maybe we'll go over to like the Shire, check out where Bingo Boffins is, potentially start on that quest line. Do a bit of wandering around. Looking for relics, but there's none. Oh, there they are. Okay. You might have just missed them. Do you have your winter season in Australia? We do, yep. It is cold here. It's not super cold. I imagine it's a lot more colder up where you are and the surrounding areas in the winter, I'm sure, but it gets down to about like 0 degrees here, Celsius. When it's really, really cold, that is. That's like our coldest temperature, I feel like, roundabouts. Does depend where you are, definitely in Australia, but yeah. It's been pretty cold. Colder in Germany, but our walls aren't built like it. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That's what we were talking about the other night, actually. Because, yeah, we're talking about how cold it is, how it gets like minus 20 in some other countries. And how great it would be if our houses were built for that, you know? Because our houses are not built for that. 24 to 25 right now. Nice. That's like perfect. Perfect temperature. Oh. A lovely day. That's some lovely summer. When we have summer in Australia, it's like horrible temperatures. I personally love the winter down here. I am a winter dweller. Yeah, but I live in an attic flat. True. Oh, true. So it'd be even hotter up there. You got fans running? Maybe. I imagine that's probably really hot for you though, isn't it? Two more relics. 36 to 40 at the beginning of summer. Yeah, true. That's similar to us then, yeah. I wonder what the hottest summer was for us this year. I can't remember actually. We had a pretty hot summer. We didn't get a lot of rain. And then when there's no rain and then you get a heap of it, you get floods. So we had a lot of floods, I think, in sort of northern Australia, midland Australia. Yeah, it was dry. But no fan on. It's always the worst when you're just sitting still inside in the heat like that. Sweating. Yeah, it was a very dry summer. You even got some tornadoes this year, wow. Worked on a 38 day was bloody hard. Yeah, God. Up on ladders, like in the blaring sun you'd be, I'm sure. Alright, let's get out of here. Kill some lynx. Oh, we've only got to kill one lynx. Perfect. Look at us, smashing through more quests. Maybe we'll make our way to Ost Guruth and then we can jump off. 340. Okay. Probably be on for another 20 minutes or so. With these temperatures, nobody gets up on a roof. Yep. Well, we don't have much choice down here. That's the weather all year, all summer. Like, the tradesmen down here put through some hardcore shit. Alright, we'll talk to this guy. Yeah. Guys, this is growing the heats. So you gotta still be out there. Yeah, I was thinking about that as well. It's so hot, everything's growing at the speed you cut it. Yeah, God, I'm dreading the summer and having to mow the lawn. Been so lucky this whole winter. I don't think I've had to like touch it the whole time. And then in summer, it's like feels like it's once a week.
Well met, friend. Greetings, traveler.
Cool, so we've got the quests in here that we can do when we come back next time, I think, actually. That's probably what we'll do. Or is that the ones up there? Oh, that is the ones up there. Alright, let's pick that up as well. We'll go in here and pick up these quests. It's like a little cave spot in the Lowlands, which is cool.
Will you stay
Weapons.
and speak with me a moment? Come and stay a moment. Come and stay a moment.
Okay, this is cool. Some grass does off in summer, spring is so bad though. In all the rain, yeah. Yeah. Your roof's built in Australia, but in January we got many roofs that reflect the sun. True. What sort of, like, what do they make roofs out of? There. Dude, you actually make ideas? Yeah, yeah. We, yeah. Ours is zug, 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 metal, brick, wood, build, build house. House fall over. Had me cry. Yeah, we don't use a lot of stone in our houses as well. It's just surprising. A lot of houses in South Australia are made of stone, I think. Based on materials. But yeah, we are. And roofs are always like tile roof or tin metal roof. All right. Willy Billy Silly, thanks for the follow. Really appreciate it. My region, we had 1.5 weeks of rain very recently. Oh, wow. In the summer. Oh, that's really nice. Summer rain. Oh, that is a vibe. That's great. 1.5 weeks? All day grey. Oh, right. Yeah, true. In the summer, I guess it's... When we have rain in the summer, it's like we get that nice summer rain for a bit. Yeah, we know the grey days as well. Down in Victoria, in particular, where we are in Australia, is known for its temperature that is all over the place as well. It's a common thing in Melbourne that, like in the morning, it might be torrential storms, and then in the afternoon, it's a lovely sunny, clear day. It's like just a classic thing that happens down here with our weather. Especially these times of the year as well.
This is intolerable.
Alright. Battle boots. Rain when it stopped for 10 minutes. It rain stopped. It rain stopped. Yeah, right. Actual consistent rain. That's good. Like, that's the problem we had this summer, was it barely rained at all, and when it did, it was only like for a day. And so everything just gets super dry, and then the land gets really, really dry and like rock, and then it suddenly rains a heap, and the water doesn't absorb into the soil, and so you get floods, like, because that water just isn't absorbing at all. It's too dry, and so it just floods, and that's why we get like crazy floods up in sort of Queensland and other parts of Australia. Is when we get really dry sort of seasons, which is very common. Seems to be getting more and more common every year. Would have no idea why, but something global, something or other. Alright.
This is intolerable. What is this world coming to?
Light armor, medium. Grab the fancy shoulder pads.
Will you let me speak my piece?
How rude!
Now you guys get to see the quest that everyone skips. Well, maybe not everyone, but there's this one quest here that you're left with at the end, defeat wargs, and I like every time I play and go through Lone Lands, it just gets left there. There's no leading quest, you just have to kill some more wargs and then come back and get a little potion. Just for nostalgia, we're leaving it. Alright, so yeah, let's head up here to the dwarves. We're going to go past the dwarves though and head into Ost Guruth and talk to the guy there, get the stable master. Maybe check out if we can craft anything. So, yeah. Yeah, but when you want to open your windows for fresh air in attic, it's very bad because if you don't wash it, it floods your flat. Oh, it's raining like that heavily rain. Rain from side onwards. Yeah, Poison's Aussie as well. I think, yeah, I think that was saying earlier that all our houses are made out of like metal, brick, and wood. Guys over in Germany have better house design. I'm a big fan of your windows and doors. Yeah. I am a purveyor of windows and doors. It is very true, though. You got to check their windows out. It's crazy. Oh, are you talking about like the flip ones? The ones that kind of like go like full, like sort of like they're like on a little spin wheel almost. Oh no, but they're like the ones that kind of crack open from the top. Wow. Your eyes and beard and how you sound reminds me a lot of Gantoran. Gantoran? Is Gantoran a streamer, I assume? Oh, Kiwi streamer. Okay. That makes sense, I guess. They just have so many layers and some make it fully dark, like fully... Yeah, true. God, now I'm really intrigued. Our roof bricks are out of clay, I think, but could be stone now that they're painted. Yeah, true, because our roofs, they're either tin, like which is like a metal, like corrugated iron, or yeah, tiles. We have terracotta tiles and concrete tiles a lot of the time, and I think also slate tiles sometimes. But yeah, mainly terracotta or concrete. Which terracotta is like a clay, right? But it is quite rare. Terracotta roofing. Most houses are either tin or concrete. Most houses, honestly, tin or color bond, which is just like a tin with a coating of plastic, essentially. It's like an, yeah. The alloy of metal and plastic. Welcome into the chat as well, Willy Billy Silly. Sorry, I don't really know Gantorian, but I appreciate it. I'll take it as a compliment. We farmed experience with building houses through the history because of wars and... Yeah, true. Just having to rebuild every time, you know, and all that. Like, that's a really good point, actually. Mastering building techniques and sort of rebuilding whole cities and what goes into that. Developing a lot more better practices with those building. I feel like for us, it's just like spread fast, spread quick. So all of our practices are built around like being efficient and getting things done. Whereas all our, yeah. He's a big LOTRO streamer. He runs events with you. Oh, really? Okay. I didn't know. I don't really watch many LOTRO streamers or anything like that. That's really cool. He had a hide and seek in LOTRO and he had a bingo in a regular. Oh, cool. That's cool. I'll have to check that out. That sounds like some fun. And make it stronger, yeah. Whereas all our buildings from the 1920s, yeah. Yep. He's the efficient Design done. As long as it protects against the spiders, the snakes, and the kangaroos, we're good. I think that's kind of where it was like, all right, wood, metal, done.
What can I do for you? Might I take a moment of your time?
Got a red quest. Talk to Candace. Also, fires in the... Oh, no. Okay.
Stay a
We'll
moment.
pick up these quests as well. This area, we
Might
get
I
some
take a
interesting
moment of your time?
sort of quests
Stay
that
a moment.
take us around. We got city. After World War II, we got cities where they voted if they want to build the city or make a new one. Yeah, true. Yeah, that's wild. It's quite beautiful that though, that like through that destruction, you guys kind of kept your style and technique so pristine and like, you know, original. Whereas like without that conflict, you kind of wonder what would happen to those things. Like,
I don't know anything. I'm sure. But I
wow, the oldest house I saw was from 1420. Wow, that is so cool.
I don't know if you can help me.
God, they must be doing something wrong. If there's houses from 1420s that are still standing, and you know, God. Active use as a party location. Yeah, well, I mean, if it's survived that long, I'm sure it's it's in good nick or it's durable. Another 500 years, you know, maybe. 26, nice.
You have returned, I see.
Nice. Wow, we have made some really big progress today, I feel like. Level 26, that is huge. Oh, T-pose. We'll go up to here. Dude, how do you level so quickly? I know, right? Efficiency. See, it's like we're talking about down here in Australia. We're all about efficiency with our houses, right? That's it. Efficiency with the quests. I kind of like going through Lowlands in these chunks. Like, you can really focus on all the quests, get them all done, and then turn them all in. And it kind of... It saves you a lot of time bumming around, walking between places. So I kind of, I go up here and do all the ones up in this area and then down here and then move on, you know. Yeah, we've gotten a lot of levels. We've still got many castles and walls that were rebuilt, standing here since 900. Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. The only reason I have hundreds of hours is because I waste so much time being lost and confused. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing as well. I've done this a lot of times. I know what I'm doing. It's just like instinctual. I've played these starting areas a lot. A lot. I guess I kind of already know what I'm doing ahead of time. I just need to learn how to explain what I'm doing and talk about it. So we can't make that because we don't have a sapphire. Damn. Damn, that's alright. We'll have to try to do some things and get some more. So what we get them from repeatable class, like repeatable crafting quests. We even have rebuilt Roman arenas where the base arena is still original as well as parts of the temple at this time. Yeah, wow, that's cool. Alright, I think we're pretty good here. Got most of the things we need. Let's have a quick look at reputation. We're acquaintance with them.
Hello, friend. Can I help you with something? What can I do for you today?
Ooh. We can finally get rid of our bell. Do we finally get rid of the sleigh bell? Yes, we do. Cool. Might, agility. Okay, cool. Halberd. Ooh. It's a nice one. Alright. Let's have a... Oh wow, it's already been 4 hours. Good. Alright, so we might actually end it here then. This is a good, probably a good place to finish off up at Ost Guruth. An honourable people. Oh. Oh yeah, we'll have to turn that in. We had more time. We had more time to make than other countries, but my dream is to travel to Japan. Cool. Oh, there you go. That's awesome. Very different vibe. But I feel like that, that's the whole point of traveling. Well, yeah, I think we're going to end it here, guys. This was, yeah, really successful stream. We made a heap of progress. I think we were like level 23 or 22 before we started, so we got like 3 or 4 levels. W stream. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I appreciate everyone hanging out and chatting and engaging and watching. As I was saying earlier as well, we've got YouTube there now with the videos. There'll be a new episode coming out in a couple of hours. So go have a watch of that, which is just from last stream. And then we'll be more up to date with our videos, that sort of thing. But yeah, going to be releasing a bit more content on there, so keep an eye out for that. We'll be streaming again on Saturday, same time, 7 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time, or 9 AM UTC time. Is when we start streaming, around that sort of time. So yeah, on Saturday we'll be back for some more. I will play LOTRO. Yeah, get in there, get some levels, see if you can catch up to me. That's the challenge. If you guys want to do, try to catch up to me on a normal account. But yeah, we've done really good. Level 26, hardcore, still going. We had a good stream today. No lag or anything. The last couple of streams we had some lag issues with the server. The server was lagging a lot, so today was a lot more smoother, which is good. We didn't have any dicey lag near deaths. But yeah, I think that is it. Exclamation mark YouTube. I don't have that bot working, but what I'll do for you right now is just link the YouTube for you. It is in my description on Twitch, but I will go grab that for you quickly. There you go, Willie. There's the YouTube. So yeah, go have a look over there. New video coming out in a couple of hours. But yeah, we'll be back Saturday. Thank you so much for hanging out, everyone, and chatting. And I'll see you all next time. All right. Stay well, everyone. Peace.